Chalk Talk episode 13. We're going to move on from this game, talk about a couple things, and then we'll get into it. The Bills are 6-3 now. We lost to Cleveland 19-16. Let's get it out of the way. That one hurt. Buffalo had a lot of opportunity to win that game, including the last drive, and we didn't get it done. But quick note, KC lost to Tennessee 35-32. New Orleans lost to Atlanta 26-9. Indianapolis, a playoff team, lost to Miami 16-12. Granted, they didn't have Jacoby Brissett, but they still lost to the Dolphins. And the Rams, playoff team, lost to Pittsburgh, who's a 500 team, 17-12. So things like this happen. We hear it over and over, and I get it. But this one definitely hurt me because, again, we all had it circled. We all wanted to beat Baker Mayfield. To me, it was a lot of Josh Allen versus Baker Mayfield, just in the sense of the number 1 versus the number 7 pick overall. So we didn't get it done, and that's okay. A couple notes. The new CBA agreement agrees to 17 games next year. That will be a thing. 17 games in the NFL. 1 game is mandatory on a neutral site, which I'm assuming is going to be London, because we've had some good press there, and everything seems to be pretty good. So 17 games next year. I mean, let's get ready for it. I know the players were against it, but of course ownership is for it, and of course they pushed that through. So I don't see that changing. That was breaking news. So sharing that with you guys. Another note, the Bills are playing the Patriots, confirmed on Saturday. There was that flex there. It's at 4:30, December 21st, week 16. So that'll be cool to have a Saturday game. And hopefully we can beat them this time around, because that would be really nice. So, getting into this week, moving on from everything, because you got to focus on the next team. And Miami's who we play next, and we play them at home. Fitzmagic. Miami... And offensively, they rank pretty much last in every category, but they can get going. They're on a 2-game win streak. So really, none of the statistics matter, really, in the NFL when you look at it. So it's just a week-to-week basis. So we play Miami, and that's next. And I expect Buffalo to bounce back from that. Overall, I understand that the offense needs to get better. I'm understanding that we need that elite number 1 receiver who, if 50-50 balls are thrown, has an opportunity to get it, which I like Duke Williams to do that, to have that. One thing about the Cleveland game, never have I ever seen 8 defensive stops at the goal line like that to stop them. That was incredible to see after a pass interference call. That was incredible to see the Bills do that. What a goal line stand there for Buffalo. But, so... Allen, the press conferences, coach talking about, securing the 3 and not giving up a chance to tie the game, and having the opportunity to go to overtime and win it possibly rather than win it then. I understand all that, and people are going to go both ways about that, but the bottom line is our offense looks restricted. Our offense isn't really making plays. I love Allen. I love our team. I love what we're doing. But I also love what Allen said in the press conference and what Coach said to Allen. And he said, I want you guys to play without fear. So whether the coaches were actually holding Allen back, which I don't know how that would translate. I don't know what you're telling Allen to make him hold back, but telling him to play without fear, proves to me that maybe they were being held back a little bit, or maybe Allen was saying, hey, I don't want these interceptions. I'm going to just make sure I limit myself to risky plays, which you want to do. But if you don't have the opportunity for risk, there's no opportunity for reward. And, he overthrew Foster again. That looked like a touchdown. I'm not going to harp on Allen. Allen's still working things out, and he will get better. So plenty of room for improvement for this team. And we get an opportunity to play a team that's, on the bottom of the standings, but again, 2 wins in a row. So this is not going to be a gimme game. For the rest of the season, there is no game that will be a gimme. The Jets look good. We got them at the end of the year. The Steelers, they look good. Their defense is incredible lately. We got the Ravens. Still got at home. The Ravens aren't going to win all their games. So maybe they get a loss in Buffalo. So there's a lot of good things to look forward to, but Buffalo needs to shapen up, and they need to get the offensive going a little more efficiently. So this is an example. I've been hearing a lot on the radio, fans, myself saying that, man, that was another win. Man, that was another ugly win. Man, that was a sloppy win. I don't know how he got that win. This is an example of a sloppy game, or a game that didn't look too great. You know, the last drive was a little shoddy in Cleveland. You know, it was a sloppy game. That wasn't a win. It was a loss on the road. Our first road loss, 3-1 now. So we get an opportunity to be 4-1 on the road next week. There's plenty of things to be excited about going forward with this team. One entry to the playoffs means a possibility of getting where you want to be ultimately in the Super Bowl. We're not saying that we're going to get there. I'm not saying the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying you want your opportunity to be in the playoffs. And if the Bills can shape it up a little bit and not compound losses, we'll make our way to the playoffs. And we could do that. But we got to take it one game at a time. It's a one-game season. And next week we play the Miami Dolphins. Got to go into Miami and get a win. Expect improvement out of Allen. Expect some maybe bigger plays. I don't need to see a 300 game. I need to see plays converted. I need to see big game plays converted. And then we need to get that win. And then we're home against Denver. So, and then it's Thanksgiving. So, again, everybody keep their heads up. Time to move on. Let's not dwell on the past. It's another game to be excited about. If you guys like this video, subscribe, please. I love and appreciate all of you. Go Bills. Let's beat Miami.